Gentlemen, I really want to start this interview off by saying how much I loved this movie. This is what we call one of those special films that people are just going to freak out over. I really am curious for the three of you guys, who did end up ruining the most takes from laughing at the dialogue?
I don't know, but these two gentlemen here are definitely responsible for some of those laughs, probably the vast majority. Weasel is also someone who ruined a lot of takes in how hilarious Weasel is to witness doing what he does. You know, I think equally, I mean, we're all pretty terrible at cracking. So I don't know. I don't know if anyone can like really wear that badge, but I would say Weasel ruined the most in how much he made others lose their shit.
I would say the rest of us failed when Flula needed quiet. I would say all of us ruined some takes.
Let me reassure you, Nathan. My goal is to win the Oscar of cutting room tables and cutting room floors. So I want no one to know anything I've ever done ever. I just want to, like Enigma, except you remember the band Enigma? And I don't know, and then the dancing.
Yes.
Yeah, I want that, except no one knows who I am.
Good. That's high aspirations.
Listen, I think that this movie, as I said, it's just fantastic. And I think it stems from James Gunn's script. It takes so many left turns that you're not expecting. For each of you guys, can you sort of talk about what you think fans are just going to love about this script and maybe what's your favorite part of his writing?
These are bad guys. These are the villains. We know they're not supposed to win. We know we're not supposed to root for them. We know we are steeped in story trope. We know how stories go. These are the bad guys. We start hating them. We end up in a different place. You will feel for these people. You will feel for them.
Yes. Yeah, I think that's kind of, I was kind of going to echo that in just saying that I love that James weaves such kind of heart and soul into this. It's not gratuitous in any sense, but it's fucking violent. And there's a lot of blood and guts. He injects, I mean, there's so much humor in here, but it also kind of, there's a darkness and a truth to it. And yeah, man, it's just, there's no way audiences won't kind of connect with these characters. They're a bunch of freaks and misfits, but we see the human side in all of them, even when they're not. And I think that'll leave people with a really special experience. It's also like, you know, visually fucking incredible.
Yes.
Yeah.
James has this skill of making you care about characters, which is, in my view, the most important thing you can do on any show. If you don't care about the people, then who gives a shit? But as soon as you care about them, you can do anything you like. And the sassy news is James Gunn did everything he likes.
I love learning about the behind the scenes of the making of a movie. I would imagine this was a blast. What can you share about the making of this film that maybe isn't in the press notes, that maybe people haven't heard about?
Clearly, costumes are a huge part of the film. It takes a great deal of time and skill to make these kinds of costumes. It takes a span of time. They actually rushed the production of this movie to get it started quickly. The wardrobe department, I was very curious about the costumes. The wardrobe department worked overtime to get these things ready day of. Like, it was an intense schedule for them. I don't think you're going to know too much about that.
Yeah, they're amazing. As were, you know, all the creative departments, really. I mean, I think probably something that is in the press notes is how much physical set we worked on, and there wasn't a ton of like green screen and stuff. Obviously, with exceptions to certain characters and stuff, we had to create digitally. But you know, we spent a lot of time submerged in water at the top of the film, and that was all on a beach that was built. Which was incredible. You know, having waves lap ashore on the back lot of a soundstage in Atlanta is a totally weird thing, but we got to do that, and I'm so grateful that this is the space I get to fucking call my, you know, profession. When we get to go and work on these things, it really is a true privilege. We just had a great time, dude. It's one of those sad, cheesy things people are just gonna have to accept about this movie. And you know, the scandalous stories we'll never reveal because we have to protect one another at all costs. Crimes were committed, but you don't need to know about that shit. And we came out the other side alive and kicking.
I really mean it. Congratulations on this. People are going to love it.
I think you're right, and I can't wait to push it out.
Love. I want to stress that word.
Thank you, Stephen, man. Seriously.
It's always weird. I don't leave. They exit me from.
Leave.
Thank you.
Leave, Steve. Stay. Stay. Shit.